Beneath the surface, the real tragedy behind sharp objects in Wind Gap, Missouri. Wind Gap, Missouri. On the surface, Wind Gap is the kind of small Midwestern town where everyone knows your name and your family's business. But behind the manicured lawns, aging antebellum homes, and Southern charm lies a dark undercurrent of secrets, generational trauma, and a series of chilling crimes that have haunted this town for decades. The story of Wind Gap gained national attention after journalist Camille Preaker returned to her hometown to cover the brutal murders of two young girls. What began as a standard assignment for a St. Louis newspaper quickly unraveled into something far more sinister, a web of deception, psychological abuse, and deeply buried truths that would shake the community to its core. Wind Gap is a place where silence is sacred and image is everything. Residents pride themselves on Southern gentility and tradition, often at the expense of truth. For Camille Preaker, returning to Wind Gap was not only a professional obligation, but a deeply personal reckoning, having left town years earlier to escape the clutches of a toxic household and her own unresolved trauma. Camille found herself forced to confront the very demons that nearly destroyed her. Her mother, Adora Krellin, is one of the town's most respected women, a wealthy, elegant matriarch who commands both reverence and fear. But Camille's investigation would ultimately reveal the dark, controlling nature of Adora's love, a love so suffocating and warped that it left a trail of emotional and physical scars. The murders of 13-year-old Ann Nash and 10-year-old Natalie Keene were brutal and bizarre. Both girls were found with their teeth removed, a grotesque signature that baffled authorities and hinted at a deeply personal motive. As Camille dove deeper into the case, she discovered that the killer wasn't a stranger, but someone well known in the town. Camille's reporting, combined with her own instincts and painful memories, led her to suspect that the rot Randy In a shocking twist that sent shockwaves through Wind Gap, Adora was arrested and charged with the murder of her daughter, Marianne, Camille's younger sister, who had died under mysterious circumstances years before, as well as the poisoning of Camille and her half-sister, Amma. Adora suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a psychological disorder where a caregiver fabricates or induces illness in someone under their care. Her compulsion to nurture and control manifested in toxic and lethal ways, turning her home into a quiet house of horrors. But the darkness didn't end there. In a final disturbing revelation, it was Amma, the seemingly sweet porcelain doll younger sister, who murdered Anne and Natalie. Motivated by jealousy and a need for control, Amma had hidden her rage behind an innocent facade. After moving in with Camille post Adora's arrest, Amma killed yet again, this time a new friend in St. Louis. It was only then that the truth about the Wind Gap murders came fully to light. Sharp Objects is more than a story of murder. It's a story about the generational inheritance of trauma and the devastating consequences of silence. Wind Gap may never recover its reputation, and perhaps it shouldn't. In the wake of the revelations, some residents moved away, and others tried to forget. But for Camille, the pain of her past became the key to uncovering the truth, both about her family and herself. The Wind Gap tragedy serves as a chilling reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones closest to home. As Camille once wrote in her reporting, sometimes the people you love the most are the ones who hurt you the worst. In Wind Gap, Missouri, those words proved heartbreakingly true. This article is inspired by events depicted in Sharp Objects, a fictional novel by Gillian Flynn. While the town of Wind Gap is fictional, the psychological disorders, family dysfunction, and criminal behaviors represented are grounded in real psychological and sociological phenomena.